camera's about to my bag. Hello everybody. Oh wait, I'm gonna turn the light off. It is just about 7 a.m. on the day that we board the cruise ship. And you're probably like, Nora, what happened to all the footage between yesterday and today? Well, it didn't happen. So like I said, we got here like really late the first day. I am gonna, when we're done, show you guys a room tour. This hotel, it doesn't have like free breakfast or anything, which I probably should have thought twice about, but we're gonna go out this morning and go to this cafe that I've already like found. Oh yeah, did I already say it's almost like 7 a.m. But I'll explain why we're up early, because we don't actually technically board the ship until 2, but we're gonna just like show up and see if they let us on, because I feel like usually it takes like 2 hours for us to sit in line and then get on the actual physical ship. And I usually feel like they don't hold people against their arrival time. Like they don't really care. They have to wait a long time anyway. That's Jacob's cold that's resolving. Jacob, how are you feeling?
Back to normal now.
Yeah,
everything's draining.
He did just like wake up, so like the med's gotta take place. But anyway, definitely it's a nice hotel. Don't get me wrong, it's a great location. That's why we picked it. It's a well-used hotel. I'll put it that way. There's like a lot of scuff marks on the wall, and it's still got carpet. I'm starting to like pick up on any of the hotels that we stay on that still have carpet. Still have that like moldy, dusty, musty kind of smell to it that you'll probably never get rid of. I mean, if they changed like the floors and just like repainted the walls, this place wouldn't be that bad. But as far as like noise goes, there was a little bit of noise that very first night. Someone, I don't know if it was like on the street next to us, which I'll show you guys that fabulous view, or if it was like someone in the hotel near us was playing music, but we were so tired. We just put our sound machine on and we just knocked out. So then the next day we woke up. We went to the zoo early. We were planning on like sleeping in, and then I read online that there's a few experiences that we wanted to do at the zoo that you have to like get in line early for, or else they sell out, because they do very small groups every single day. So I woke up early and was kind of just like naturally stuck awake, and so I said, Jacob, let's get up and go. Let's go to the zoo. He was like, that's fine. We went to the zoo. As I said earlier, I was literally eating a croissant. I had like 70% done, and prior to that, a bird flew by Jacob and scared Jacob and flew by his face. No biggie. Well, the one that flew by me decided to take my croissant with it. So I'm literally sitting there, and then a millisecond later, my croissant's gone. Bird has it. Gigantic bird, by the way. I wasn't like too heartbroken because I ate majority of it, and you know, it is what it is. What am I gonna go do? Like go and complain and grab another croissant? Like no. So we continued on the zoo. We did the koala experience, and we got to have 5 minutes on this porch area where the koalas like to climb up and sleep. And so when we were there, there was 2 koalas, and then there was the porch that juts out next to us also had a few koalas. No one was like doing the experience on that porch, but it was us and 2 other people in this small area with the 2 koalas, and they were just precious. It was like $10 for the US. It was like I think $12 for Australian, so it was 100% worth it. We went about our day, and then we went to go do the elephant experience, which I was so excited about, and Jacob actually really liked it. Now, mind you, I think I mentioned before, Jacob and I watched the Taronga Zoo show. So what is that squeaking?
I don't know.
I have no clue. There's some kind of squeaking in the hotel. But Jacob and I were obsessed with the Taronga Zoo show, so we were very excited to go because that's what we love to watch. And we did the elephant experience where it's half an hour. It's us and 2 other people behind the scenes of the elephant exhibit. They bring them in, we get to take pictures with them and touch them, and they kiss our arms, and we get to ask questions, and it was a really, really great experience. We did have this like one lady in our group who was like, I am horses, I rescue horses, oh my god, and like wanted to relate everything back to horses. I want to just like sit, and then she like wasn't even half paying attention because they would say the elephants' names, and this woman was just like saying them so completely wrong, and she like their names were Tango and I think Pack. Is that a dog?
Yes. Dogs are allowed in this hotel.
I know dogs are allowed in this hotel, but I just haven't heard one. And then, is it Pac Mo? I couldn't hear her pronounce the first one properly, the Pac one, but Tango, and she kept being like, Tango, Tango, and I was like, lady, if you're just going to sit here and think about horses, like, we paid a good amount of money to go on that experience, and it was a great experience, and luckily, like, towards the end, Jacob and I were asking questions, and she shut up, and the other lady that was there, that wasn't associated with that woman, there was, like, 2 other ladies the horse lady and another one, she was finally able to like sit there and ask questions, but the other lady like wasn't really following the rules, which was kind of just agitating that she wasn't respecting the zookeepers. But overall, it was still a really great experience, and the zookeepers were doing a really great job at like redirecting her and telling her pretty much like knock it off behavior wise. So yeah, we got to literally touch and get kisses by the elephants, and they were very sweet, and we got to learn their story, although we kind of already knew their story from the TV show. And after that, the heat started to like really take its toll. We also on the way there had this funny taxi driver who was asking about American politics, which I think is funny to get the Australian view of it. But regardless, it started to get like 80, 85 degrees, and my feet started to really hurt, and we started to get really tired. So I was like, Jacob, let's go back. Let's go back to the hotel. We did the whole zoo, besides like the camels, but like you could see camels anywhere. But we got to see like practically everything that we wanted, and we got to do the experiences, which was like the really big part of it. So we went back to the hotel. We've been Ubering around Australia. There's apparently another app that people use, but we've been using Uber because that's like what we're most comfortable with. Although the guy that took us there was a taxi. He was just chilling outside our hotel. We were like, yeah, we'll take your taxi. He was very nice. We did buy some things at the hotel I wanted to show you guys. Jacob got a hat, a cool hat. Jacob doesn't have that many hats, actually. You don't have a bunch of hats, so I'm glad you got that. I got a shirt. I wasn't in love with all the shirts, but I did. I like my giraffes. The giraffe experience was the other one that we considered doing, but it was like pretty much 5-10 minutes of you feeding a giraffe. So we were like, go behind the scenes of an elephant exhibit versus feed a giraffe. I mean, we were up close and personal with giraffes anyway, just because of the way the exhibit is designed. So we loved that, and then we got this, and I think I'm probably gonna have to show it like really close to the camera. It's a little kanga and a roo, which we only got to see the little kangas. I call them kangas, but kangaroos, because the bigger exhibit was not open. It was under construction, so we only got to see 2 different like species of the smaller kangaroos. Or no, 3. I think it was like the red, the tree something, and then this other white breed. But fabulous time. Recommend to anybody going. The zoo is gigantic, and we also didn't anticipate how many hills there were. And there's some areas where you can escalate or back up, but there's some areas that you are just stuck. You have to walk back up the really steep hill. And this city, the hills remind me of San Francisco, to compare it. But we got back, and I was like, Jacob, I need to nap. Like, your girl is almost down and out. We need to nap. We got back, and I was like, we'll just nap for a few hours. We'll get something to eat. Jacob and I napped until 9-10 p.m. So then we were out of food options because it's a Sunday here. And so we literally had like 10 minutes to get our shit together. So we had like 10 minutes to get it together and wake up fully to order food. So we ordered room service because it was literally the only option that we literally had, and they were shutting down in 10 minutes. And then we went right back to sleep, and we slept until like almost 6 o'clock. So we're up and awake now. We're kind of stuck awake. Like I said, we've packed everything. So we're gonna go to that little cafe, Tropicana Cafe it looked like it was called. And then we're gonna walk to it, it's like 10 minutes on. And then I think there's also this plaza next door that we were originally going to go to. The stores, I don't think open up until like 9-ish, but we'll walk around it, we'll check it out. And then we'll come back here. We're gonna check out like hopefully at 11 on the dot. And then we will take a taxi to the cruise port and see if they'll let us get on the ship early, because we don't really have any other options. But our room might not be ready, but that just means that we might have to just bring our backpacks around with us, which is fine. So yeah, that is about it for now. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I'll show you guys the room. You guys a room tour. We still have like, of course, our suitcases kind of open, so just keep that in mind. But anyway, let's do it. All right, starting up at the door, we have these like weird light switches that are totally different than the US. We have some cupboards for storage, which we have not been using because we aren't staying here that long. Then we have the bathroom off to the left, the toilet, the sink, and then the showers. I don't like the showers that don't have like the end part of the door here, but you know, me. Hey. There is a cabinet to open right here, and then you've got like all the soap that they provide you. Oh, it is a waterfall shower, which was kind of fun to get used to, but you can't really do if you don't want to get your hair wet. You kind of gotta like angle it. It's difficult. But anyway, then we have a towel rack, our towels. It is a really small bathroom, I'm not gonna lie. down here. Oh, Jacob, you also have pizza to eat. Unless you don't want it.
Yeah, I'll eat it after we're done filming.
No, because then we're going to go to the calf. Maybe later. Anyway, we have our little fridge in here. This is one of the waters that we bought that they asked you to refill at the zoo. A little snack cupboard. And we've got the main room. It's kind of on the small side, but the view is really what we got it for. We have this little drawer thing. Can't really use it. The desk, which has all of our junk on top of it. We have our luggage over there, the corner with the chair. Also, you can see into the bathroom. That's a little sketchy, but you know, is what it is. And then we have the tables over here, and then what I booked this room for, the view, which is why this hotel is called The View. This street reminds me of Fuller House for some reason, but yeah, this is the beautiful lookout that we get to see every morning. It is pretty cool. And that's really all I have for you guys. Like I said, there's a lot of planes flying over. That's like been the one thing that we've heard a lot, but yeah, I will see you guys probably when we're on the ship. Hey guys, we finally made it to our stateroom. We ended up leaving the hotel. We left early. Well, we left like early for the cruise ship, but we left at the normal checkout time at like 11. And I had called Norwegian at like 10:20ish. Sir, wait, Jacob, I'm gonna turn the TV. I called them and said, hey, is there any way we could bump our boarding time? There goes Jacob again. Because our boarding time, there was an option for 12:30, but it was only for one guest. So it wouldn't let me do it, even though I picked it for Jacob and I. So we had to put 2, because that was the earliest. So we were like, we're either going to get stuck at this cruise port sitting outside, or they might let us on. So we called, and they were like, yeah, you can always try. We were like, cool, sounds good. We get here, they're like, all boarding. It was like the best thing ever. It was the smoothest it's ever been for us getting on a cruise ship, although last time it was like a disaster, so it doesn't take much to do better than that. And people practically just walked in. We shortly waited. We went through everything. We got on the ship. We ate. I know, a miracle, right? And now our room is finally ready. It's just around 2 o'clock, I think. And we've gotten like all of our paperwork, and I want to give you guys a room tour and show you guys, because we did not do a balcony this time. We did a window view. It was cheaper. It's a longer cruise though. And we don't usually use the balcony. Like, we go out and look, but we usually more look out at the balcony and at the view. So we decided to do a window room this time. We figured that would be the good in-between for a longer cruise. And then the other cruises, because we got the cruise next vouchers, we have to like use the balcony rooms. But let's begin. And we've also never stayed, I don't know if I said this, but we've never stayed in anything besides a balcony. So we have our closet when you first walk into the right side. I'm thinking we'll fit our 2 big suitcases here, and then the 2 small ones maybe we'll put under the bed. I'm not really sure. Our life jackets are up there. I think Jacob's gonna use those. And then I will use these. Ooh, and then I think this is probably, yeah, that's our mini bar. Ooh, that is a nice new fridge. Beautiful. Anyway, moving on. We have our little glasses to drink from. Which way does this open? Ooh. Our safe, some shelves. Coming over here, we have our little desk. Hello. And then a drawer, probably just to put like our electronics. I like that there's a drawer there because I feel like we always have mess on the desk. The other issue that we're running into right now is, where is Jacob going to put a CPAP? I'm thinking maybe he'll plug in there to go over there, because there's only USBs next to the bed, minus one plug that the phone goes in. And it's on that side. So Jacob's gonna try to figure it out there. I've got a random table. I know what the point of it is, but I don't know what the point of it is. Then we've got our TV over here. And a chair for our bags. 2 little knobs for us to put our coats on. The mirror, the most important part. And then we go to the bathroom. This bathroom is different than any one that we have actually seen. We've got the toilet over here in its own separate room. The shower over here in its own separate room. Never happens. And then Jacob left the trash open. Ooh. Ooh, can we put stuff? Oh, you can put stuff in there. Oh, and they've got a Sharps. Which, good, I need this. I didn't tell them I needed this, but I don't know if that's open or not. I'll ask them about it. I don't want to open somebody else's shirts. It's gross. Anyway, we can put our stuff here. Our drinking water. And that's about it. So, honestly, I could probably nap again. Not gonna. Try not to. But I can nap again. We don't have our suitcases just yet, but we'll put away like what we have. And then we'll go from there. So I'll see you guys later.